was close. I don't know if it was or not.
It's the last one on IMDb. His first movie, he was in a minor role uncredited in Fighting Blood, 1923.
Good lord.
Seeing as how he died in 1960, that probably was his last film.
You're just jealous because I rode dinosaurs to school and you didn't.
I mean, I'm jealous because you could afford to fill up the dinosaurs with 10-cent gasoline.
Oh, man. I actually remember the gasoline lines during the Carter administration. Now I feel really old.
That reminds me of. Did you see Conan O'Brien when he went to the Korean spa? Oh, hey! I didn't see you there. But he gets like an exfoliating rub, and the guy just like is just ripping skin off. he's no, that skin's been on since the Carter administration. The battalions are on the north side. You'll never see them coming, Mr. Lee.
Well, I think we've got everybody here, and I think I got my audio issues fixed. I hope.
Yay.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I was trying to do something fancy, and fancy failed, so I went back to plain. Okay. Can you all see your new tokens?
Yes.
Can you move them?
Yes. Yes.
And do they have the correct vision?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
Cannot see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
So we are, yes, exactly. I'll translate for you. We're doing a special sort of side mission with new characters. Just sort of take a break from the regular campaign. John couldn't be here this week, and I wanted him to be there to see his home, to see what I do to his home village.
Oh God, that's so not cruel. Please don't kill my people.
So I thought it'd be fun for us to do this. Plus, this is a mission that was published after we started and after you guys had left the port. But I thought it was neat and wanted to run it anyway. So here we are. All of you, at one point or another in your time in Port Nyanzaru, have done jobs for Zindar, the harbor master. Some of you together, some of you not. But you all received a message asking you to come to his office today for a special job. And as you enter, his office is nicely apportioned. He has a receptionist. When you all enter, she asks you to wait, as he's currently meeting with someone. So while you're waiting in the room, why don't we go around and have everyone introduce themselves? We'll start with Austin.
All right. I, for the one shot, will be playing a Triton known as
You can do it.
Molu Fumari Thansari and his companion, Julagoko Grim Olafni. I have a lot of trouble pronouncing these names as smoothly as I'd like. Please bear with me as I repeat them every few seconds.
What do you look like? What are you wearing?
Molo is very tall and slender. He has arms that kind of wave awkwardly to the side when they're not holding anything, almost like he doesn't know what to do with them. He seems socially inept for the most part and refers to most people as heathens or landwalkers. He has a very angular face, which is in contrast to M's character, who I am assuming is going next, because they kind of come as a pair.
In fact, M, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. I will be playing Grim, who is also a Triton. And he's very tall, and he wears quite imposing armor, jade. And I can't pronounce his name, but it's okay because Grim doesn't talk much, really. That's standing there and looking real badass, though. Most of his communication is either done with his fists or by grunts, so you can choose.
Okay. Next up, we have Larry.
All right. Well, I'll be playing Robespierre, who would introduce himself as, hello. Looks like you just met Robespierre. My friend called me Robes. You can call me Robespierre. You should probably watch your pantries, because a cat's got to eat. And he's a kind of a charlatan-ish character. Not good nor bad, just wants to get paid. He's always got a smile and a quip. And he's literally fascinated with bowls. So when he says he's got to eat, I mean, he wants to eat out of the things he's stolen. So, yeah.
All right. Tony.
Reginald is a very, very dapper gentleman in a fine suit. And I guess the only thing you really know about him is that he has a very unique way of speaking, but you're going to have to see how that plays out. Wink!
Okay. And Trent.
Quill is sitting cross-legged in a stool that he is threatening to break as it creaks beneath him. He is eating a bowl of noodles very calmly and carefully reaches over to pour himself more tea, which he balances on one knee. He is just under 6 foot and very, very wide. Now, his name is not Quill. People simply call him Quill. He is not sure why.
Okay. And you don't have to wait very long when the door to Zindar's office opens and 4 people come out, 2 humans, one male, one female. The woman seems to be wearing expedition clothing and a hat, a brimmed hat. The man looks like a sailor or maybe a boat captain. He's got that kind of sunburn, except where his eyes have been squinting. With them is a fairly large lizard person and a very small frog person who, for some reason, has taken palm fronds and various vegetation and fashioned himself a beard out of it. He looks very angry, but they leave through the same door you all came in, and the receptionist says, "Oh, you can go in now, if you like." And when you all enter Zindar's office, you see him. He is a half-dragon, golden-skinned. He's sitting in a cushioned chair, wearing very rich robes. Behind him is a large window that overlooks the harbor, and you can see past, outside the window, the grand statue of some ancient Chultan king, clad in the skins of mighty beasts and wearing a tall shield. And when you enter, he says, "That statue is Na Mbuso, the great king. He tells all who visit our port that Chult is a land that will never again be conquered. However," and he gestures to 2 ships you can see in the harbor through this large picture window. They aren't flying any flags at the moment. He says, there are those who would swindle us or attempt to in other ways undermine our independence. Those ships entered the harbor under the cover of night and fly no flags. Usually, I would think, petty smugglers, but I received a strange message. And I have suspicions. However, someone, one of the merchant princes has anonymously barred me from issuing search warrants for those ships. Therefore, I must ask for your aid. I would like you to board the Wicked Gaze. Bring me proof of their cargo or manifests, something like that. Do so unseen, please, as we have no permissions to board these ships.
Mm-hmm.
If they were mere traders, I will pay you, and we part ways. If they are what I suspect, well, perhaps there would be even more gold in it for you.
We will do this thing. Quill is excellent swimmer and very stealthy.
Well, Robespierre has no doubt.
Grim will nudge Molo, gesture up and down the armor, and just go.
Yes, we will be assisting.
We work together in this, yes?
Yes, I should like that. That's why I called all of you here. You each have something to contribute to this.
Good.
Secrecy is important.
When will we sort out on this mission?
Who's typing so loud?
Sorry, gosh, this keyboard. I'm sorry, that is me.
That's okay.
I blame the cat.
I do too. He says, now would be best.
What time of day is it?
It is mid-morning, but he'll point out to you that is actually probably the best time to go aboard the ship, as they've just come into dock, and most of their crews will be in the port.
It is good time. Unfortunately, we do not have time for pre-mission noodles.
We can make time afterward. First,
Haha.
business.
Very well. Any further instructions?
Be careful.
Of course, careful is Quill's second name. And you hear a loud as the chair beneath him threatens to break.
I did ask you next time to sit in that chair, and he points at a reinforced chair.
He's a nice boy, but I'm afraid he's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
No pointy edges to Quill.
All right, so you, he offers you 25 gold apiece, and stresses once again that discretion is important, and that killings, even in self-defense within the city, are illegal.
What about on a pirate ship?
Also illegal.
This is egregious.
Hence discretion. So he sees you to the door, asks you to be thorough but to hurry back. And you make your way to the port. The ships are easy to find. They are docked. When you when you sort of walk past the Wicked Gaze the first time, you see that there are indeed people on the deck, but it only looks like one or two. There's no one right on the gangplank. So,
What's the weather like this morning?
it is hot.
As always.
Yep. And overcast with slight rain.
Would it be misty or foggy?
No.
No.
Nope.
It's too bad.
So, team, what is the plan?
Well, Robespierre wouldn't mind just distracting those other two on the dock and slipping in there unnoticed.
It's got more nerve than a bum tooth, but I like it.
You two, you're very good swimmers. Would you be able to sneak upside?
That's one way. in.
Tomorrow.
I do not know how well that will work. I also do not know how boats are constructed. Will it work?
The boat probably has a chain anchor, right? Like down into the water. You could climb up. Yeah.
Is there a hole big enough that we could go through? Can I see that? Can I look to see if there's a hole that we could climb up to?
So the anchor is on a long chain that extends under the water. The chain goes up the side and through a gunnel, through a like a big loop on the top of the ship. So there's no hole into the ship. It looks like the mechanism for the anchor is on the top deck.
Okay.
I mean, we could climb up there. I'm pretty sure that we could do that. Grim gestures a lot and grunts, and Molo interprets. But I think that we can do this. I mean, but the question is, how discreet we're gonna be when we do this? I have no idea.
I did 2 people up the. It's not docked. It's out in the ocean, right?
No, it's
It is docked.
It is docked. So let's just send 2 people up the gangplank to pretend to be there, forcing an inspection.
I
They're
was
going to do
thinking the
everything
same
they
thing.
can to turn us away, while the others go in and sneak. I'm willing to be the distraction.
I
I'll
think I
go.
also should be distraction. I was lying before when I said I am stealthy.
We know.
That's okay. This is going to cause more confusion than a mouse in a burlesque show.
In a case
Aw.
of dire emergency, Grim and I will produce fog.
From where?
You do not want to know.
I keep seeing a robot. Why not? Like a
I'm not sure
Jamaican
he's the best
robot.
one for this. Seems about as subtle as a hand grenade in a barrel of oatmeal.
Do you have like a list? I'm sorry, I'm breaking the wall. I'm breaking the wall. Okay.
Putting a grenade in the oatmeal.
Robespierre's back in action. All right.
Alright. Well, then perhaps we secure uniforms from Dockmaster. Make it look more official.
I
You
can
can
make you.
always say we stole them.
So part
We
of
have uniforms?
what he would have explained to you,
He can't be associated
he
with
can't
us.
be associated with this.
Sure,
He-
but we...
He has been ordered not to investigate.
Oh, so wait, yeah, that wouldn't.
So if he
We could
gave
just
you
buy
uniforms, That-
Gave, in quotation marks.
We could just buy something, make it all quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I am not too bad hand with disguise kit. We could
I
make
have
this
to
work.
ask. Are you only proficient with the disguise kit because of the scene in Mulan? There you go.
Not intentionally. No. I am performer.
Come on, let's just go buy some
Okay.
uniforms. These pants are already so tight, I'm pretty sure I can see my religion in them.
It is a hedonistic sight, to be sure.
It is plan. Let us go.
Okay, so you're going to go to the marketplace to look to see if you can secure some uniforms, or are you going back to the harbor master's office to try and steal some?
I say we just go buy some. We've got more than enough gold.
Buy some in turn into more official looking.
All right.
Besides, we only
We
need
just
like
need one
two,
uniform, right?
One or two?
Ah,
I don't know.
2.
I don't know. Do I be your bodyguard?
Just the one then.
So
I mean, you could try. I have a tendency to get in trouble.
You could be a strong, silent type.
I'm just saying, you might be busier than a centipede at a toe counting contest.
If it is just two, Grim and I can don our armor to you.
okay. So you've all been in port for a little while. You're familiar with the different parts of town, the old quarter where the beggar princes sort of rule. There's Malar's Throat, which is where you're more likely to find shady dealers of one sort or another. There's the Grand Souk, which is the main bazaar. Where are you going to look, and what kind of merchant are you looking for?
I mean, can't we could just find a tailor and describe the uniforms to them? Have them do
So-
a custom order real quick?
Quill is a pit fighter, and he gets fancy, colorful uniforms to fight in.
Mhm.
Can I find the person who provides me that stuff, and without outright saying maybe, suggesting this is all for some sort of upcoming show?
Okay. You have your own personal tailor, which you would need based on your presence. And he's near the Grand Arena, as he serves a lot of the participants in the various matches. And when you arrive, he greets you like an old friend, because you are a very good customer. Even when you buy one costume, you buy in bulk. And
Do you enter every performance ripping out of the just
so when you arrive and you describe what you want, roll a straight charisma check for me.
Is Tony helping me out with this?
Of course I am, boy. Aren't you paying attention?
Okay, so you can roll with advantage. Tony, why don't you describe to me how you're helping?
Well, I say that for the newly advanced tag team events, the two of us are gonna be honoring the gods that keep us safe in this here port. You know how that works now. You gotta show homage to those. There's always like taxes in the stand, just don't know. Stop. And I'm gonna be dressed up like one of them, their harbor masters. I just explain and bullshit it like.
Okay, so between the two of you, you bullshit the guy, and he doesn't believe you in the beginning, but the more you go on about honoring the guards and this performance, and you're going to be dressed up as the harbor master, and they're even talking about filling the Colosseum with water and having little mock naval battles and stuff. He starts to get excited, and because he got into this as well, wanting to be a part of this spectacle. And so he tells you come back in an hour and he'll have something for you.
Excellent. You do good work.
Now, I want something full-bodied now. I want to cover more than a flapper's skirt in a high wind.
And he will take all your measurements, ask you which way you dress today. Although with your extremely tight pants, I think he knows. And when you come back in an hour, they bear a resemblance to guards' uniforms, but he's used to, creating these fancy costumes for performers. And so they're a little more ostentatious than the typical harbor master and guard uniforms. At a distance, they might pass. When you leave the shop, you might be able to modify them a little bit.
Yes, I'd like to use this guy's kit. Whatever that entails, I don't really know. In order to try to modify it down to less ostentatious, a little more realistic.
Right, and you can remove some of the extra buckles and epaulets and things he's added that have nothing to do with the guards.
The cape.
Yep.
We don't need a cape.
You take the very large French French Revolution admiral hats that he's got for you guys, and give them to a couple of passing beggar children, and I would like you to roll another charisma check. You can add your proficiency to this for your disguise kit.
All right. My performance is the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Perfectly serviceable.
So you remove all the extras that you can. You take some shoe polish and sort of tone down anything too shiny. You take the uniforms, you rub them in the dirt a little bit, for some wear and tear.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah. And they're serviceable. They may or may not pass inspection. Mm-hmm. But it's better than nothing.
I'll leave it up to Reggie's performance then.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, whoever's wearing the uniforms can have advantage on deception checks related to pretending you're the harbor master or one of the city guards.
Perfect. That's exactly what I need. All right. Can we also buy just I got a clipboard, with some.
The clipboard is key.
You guys go to the tailor. We get general office supplies.
Yeah. I need a quill. Tuck it behind my ear.
Mm-hmm. And you can supply with any of those sorts of things.
Okay. How much did this cost?
So that is 10 gold total.
Okay.
Although you
My gold yet.
you could probably take some of the buckles and fancy things and sell them somewhere else to make back a little of that, but
Get
we'll
it
just
back.
Yeah, but we'll call it 10 gold for now.
All right, no problem.
You go back to the orphans, take back those asks.
Ooh, I got a pouch containing 15 gold. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Cover it then.
And then you all head back to the ships. As you're
All right.
approaching the dock again, you notice that strange group of 4 people who had left the harbor master's office, scouting around the other ship. You can't make out the name of the other ship, but it looks like maybe they were likewise employed to gather information.
Aha.
When
Simply wait for them to screw it up, and in the ensuing destruction, we go over ourselves.
well, they're looking at the other ship. You've been asked to look at the Wicked Gaze.
Sure.
So
That name definitely deserves a search warrant. I'm just saying.
so what would you like to do?
Strip down to a loincloth and jump in the bay.
I'd do the same.
I feel like we've been watching you like tugging at your pants for the past half hour. It's so eager for this moment.
It's like one string he pulls, and then it's all down, and it's just this one little flap of fabric.
And very cunningly, when you pull the string in the other direction, just drawstring-wise, all of your clothes sort of pull up into a nice little bundle.
It's very efficient.
We do this all the time.
It's all one piece. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Swan dive, no splash.
Yeah, Triton fashion is odd. Okay, give me a dexterity check, acrobatics if you got it, for your swan dive.
Those boys are about as bare as a cooch dancer's midriff.
I don't even jump. I just keep walking until I fall down.
So you belly flop into the water. The rest of you are amazed at the grace of the Triton in its natural environment.
It is beautiful.
Okay, so you're going into the water. Grim, are you going to?
Yes. I don't jump. I just walk until I fall in the water.
Okay. Are you
and
two?
I follow suit.
If you would like to approach the ship stealthily, I would like stealth checks from you.
We can walk across the bottom of the bay, right?
The harbor it's pretty deep, even right up here at the docks, because very large ships do come in.
It's a deep water harbor. It was almost named Water Deep.
It's deep enough that we don't need to be near the surface to get near the ship, right?
Correct. But if you're going to climb up, say, an anchor
Yeah.
onto the top deck of the ship, I was hoping for some stealth checks. And those are beautiful.
I was
I'm
gonna
very
say
pleased.
let's wait until we go up.
Okay.
These will be for later. We're just getting them out of the way.
Sure. All right, so what is the plan?
I go up there and be myself.
We hope that we roll better on our stealth checks, or not.
So it's Quill, Reggie, and I'm just looking at Marnie, knowing that's not the name.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Oops.
Robespierre wants to kind of stealth in behind the inspection crew.
Oh, so you're gonna wait for them to provide a distraction, and then you're going to. Okay, I would like a stealth check from you as well.
Oh, totally.
I had the image of you just clawing onto my back and holding onto it.
Okay, there was the moment where I was going to try to stealth on your person,
Yeah.
but your character's already big enough that I'd have to made you both I could have done it to Tony's and made you both big and just clung to the tummy.
I
Could
mean,
have
you
just
do
like
have a.
hid under a flap.
I was gonna say you do have claws. You could climb up the underside of the gangplank.
Then I'd have to get wet.
The
I'm sorry,
underside. I
The
mean, like,
gangplank is
Wet.
the gangplank is a bridge from the boat to the docks.
yeah. Above.
Oh, crawl under
You
it.
would only get wet if you fail.
So
Yeah.
So you feel fairly confident in your abilities. They're going to distract the gaze of anyone on board when they just walk up. So you can follow along a few seconds later and duck behind some crates or something.
Perfect.
The two of you who walk up see in the middle of the main deck two dwarfs. They're both wearing bandanas around their heads. They are playing a game of catch with a coconut on the ship, and sort of flying around. One of them is a very colorful parrot. When you come up onto the deck, they both turn and look at you, which means one of them gets hit in the head with a coconut.
Ow!
And this, from the looks of them, it is not an unusual occurrence. And one of them says, What are you doing here?
I seem to be mixed up here. I'm more mixed up than a feather in a whirlwind. I'm looking for. I just flipped through the clipboard. The Wicked Gaze. Is this the Wicked Gaze?
Yeah, this is the Wicked Gaze, but we're paid up.
Yes, does not seem to be. Oh, accent's changing very deliberately. There's. God, I can't even start with that word, or else it fucks it all up. Rewind. Pay attention to me, boy. I'm not just talking to hear my head roar. If this is the Wicked Gaze, we've got inspections to do.
Roll deception.
Brian, that would require that I have my character sheet open. And also that I not be at an angle to accommodate my dog getting under my desk. That means I can reach my computer.
Then you fail, because your dog is more important.
I can't reach the computer. The dog, she's halfway in, and I can't do anything. She goes the rest of the way in.
Quill is just standing there smiling, holding a clipboard.
Oh, hold on. I whispered it to myself. Here. Oh, that's worse.
No, you have advantage, so it's a 6.
So I just. Oh, and by the way, this is Quill. Strong as an ox, about as smart.
They only call me Quill.
So one of the dwarves looks at you and then looks at his friend and then looks back at you and he says, "We were told we don't have any inspections. We're paid up." And at that moment, there is a loud splashing as 2 tritons come up the anchor chain over the side of the ship.
I shout, "Attack! We're under attack!" And tritons down there making more noise than a couple of skeletons throwing a fit on a tin roof.
Like a scared octopus.
Grab your swords, boys! Save the ship!
Like a scared octopus. Panic, fog, cloud.
I do this.
Come on, call for help. Let's fight them off together.
Let's see.
I just realized I was muted.
So, okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Could Robespierre have tried when he was making like that very lame attempt at being deceptive? Can Robespierre walk up and try to clunk their heads together?
Quill
do the
and
old
Reginald, or the two sailors?
the 2 sailors? Yeah.
Why
I'm so
not
tired of them for you. All right, I'm out of here. End of the story.
Okay, roll an athletics check for me.
Okay.
I would give you disadvantage because you're trying to clonk 2 of them together, but I'll give you advantage because you're hidden, which cancels out. So just a straight athletics.
Athletics, okay. Oh no! I just grabbed their ears!
Okay.
Your muscles are about as strong as a soggy tea bag.
As
heads are just so wide.
I'm so weak.
As you walk up behind them, grab them both by the heads, and try and smash them together, they don't budge.
Now kiss.
And
Oh no!
Worked out exactly as planned.
Let's face it, this is better than the
we
plan.
fucked up ever.
Oh man, I'm right next to him.
30 minutes.
I didn't say anything, but I have no charisma.
Other person's position, I think.
What are you? I thought you were swamp.
Oh man.
No, that's the joke.
That is hilarious.
I think I'm suave, so I try to be a part of every one of these situations. It's terrible.
What are you playing?
I guess you'll find out.
I guess I will. Oh man, that's great.
Ah!
Okay. I have
That's
got
Rob-
nobody isn't. This is great.
That's Robespierre trying to pretend he's a cat now. Do my best Puss in Boots, like big eyes.
I have to.
Oh no.
There.
Do I have send a tracker turned off?
There we go. All right.
Yep, send a tracker was. I guess it's not on by default anymore. That's weird.
Yeah, I need to do some stuff with the character sheets anyway. I was just putting it off because this week is, not the main characters.
I would totally love it if you would send me a link when you get all of it finished, so that I can steal all of your hard work and claim it as my own.
Yeah, except I'm not planning on documenting it again because that's work.
Yeah, but I just need the updated macros.
Man, we get to cover 80 feet in fog.
We get to do that?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. So just a moment. As I'm getting some stuff together.
We don't even see through it, do we? It's just gonna be, where are we?
He has to swim through it now, child.
It's good. I can swim. I can't stealth word shit, but I can swim.
So you're playing a cleric and a warlock, right?
No.
What?
What? No, what are you guys playing?
Aren't they both fighters?
I'm a fighter.
You just
I
did
like
fog-
to keep it ambiguous.
Is that a trait?
It's a racial trait, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what-
I was like, what?
That's why I imagine they're like octopi. If you spook them underwater, they just like suddenly burst out with fog. Ah!
Okay, Molo, there's yours. Put it where you want it.
These are so pretty.
And
Put mine down there.
Grim,
This was a
There's-
nice boat.
there's yours. Put it where you want it. Okay.
We're totally ninja.
I felt so confident that knuckling head thing would have worked.
Or wet feet just slap across the board.
So,
Like, what the hell?
This is not the Three Stooges RPG, but I would love to play that.
Is that a
okay.
thing that exists? I want that.
I don't know, but if not, I'm going to start a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Okay. Molo, you are up.
I'm also blind, so I fumble around in the fog cloud. I'm going to go this way.
Yeah, everyone in the fog cloud is heavily obscured. So,
I'll just go this way until I hit the railing.
okay. The squares are 10 feet, by the way.
Yeah, I'm dashing. That should be in 50, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what's her speed?
30. Her speed is 30. I didn't put that because it was the normal thing.
Just making sure.
Okay, are you going to do anything else? Is that a no?
Yeah.
Okay. Reginald, you do see Robespierre try and clonk their heads together, but you don't see what happens because at that exact moment, fog whooshes out around you and you cannot see anything.
I'm so confused. I don't know whether to check my ass or scratch my watch. I will,
How many of these do you have?
In
Sorry, he printed out a list.
I will come over here. Can I see these guys that are still in the mist, or are they too far out of it?
They are too far
Or
away.
are they too far into it, rather?
Yep, you cannot see.
All right. I will stumble around blindly, see a silhouette on the top up here, and probably attack it, but I'm not going to roll anything because let's not be that cruel.
Mm-hmm.
I start casting spells at it randomly.
Okay.
That's going to be my turn, sir.
All right. On his turn, the first bandit is going to roll.
Bandit.
It's Sorry,
I'm
they're
just glad he didn't say like gladiator or champion.
We all knew what this was. Let's not pretend.
Guard.
I was legitimately afraid this was going to be a lot more difficult than.
they're pirates. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
We all knew it.
and he is going to attack blindly. That's why he rolled, to see which of the people next to him he is attacking. And he will slash out at disadvantage with his scimitar at the one who tried to clump him on the head.
I thought you were going to say with the
I have
coconut.
like 9 health. Oh no! I'm like very bloodied. Right, I'm not off by having like 9 health, right?
No.
Okay.
We're level 1. I think in our ace we forgot. we're level 1.
Oh wait, 13.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I don't think that hits. No, wait, I'm alive.
Excellent. 13 does not hit. As he slashes out in the fog, you see just a blur of shadow and quietly duck aside. Quill.
All right. So they're the same place. I have a good idea of where they are, right?
Yeah. You just can't see
just
them.
Lumber straight over there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reaching out with my clipboard, finding it, and then breaking the clipboard over his head.
Excellent. Roll an attack at disadvantage.
All right. Oh, actually, I want to rage first.
Okay.
I go into my zen state, humming to myself.
15 will hit. As you smash the clipboard over his head, right as he is turning, waving his scimitar in the air, he is very hurt.
All right, and then I'd like to use my bonus action to make a grapple attempt. I forgot to actually write it out on my character sheet, but I have do the very human with the tavern brawl. That's a thing I can do.
Okay. So make an athletics an athletics check. And he is going to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, wait, no, I can't do this. I rage as a bonus action.
That's correct.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
Get him next time.
Robespierre.
Okay.
So the first 3 times you said his name, I thought he said Rose Beer. And this makes much more sense.
I heard Robespierre.
All right, so I think I'm able to do this, but I'm gonna try to. Oh, I'm so zoomed out. Everything's so tight. I'm going to try to knock out this guy with a punch.
Okay.
So
roll. You are not proficient in unarmed combat, are you?
no.
Okay, so
Don't Baxies get claws?
they do.
I do have cat's claws.
Okay,
And
so you can make a
according
claw
to-
attack.
Yeah, the errata
Can I do
says
that
everyone's
non-lethally?
proficient.
What was that, Trent?
Just the errata said it's sorry, the errata said everyone's proficient in. Everyone's supposed to be proficient in.
In unarmed? Excellent. So make a strength attack with your proficiency bonus, which is 2. So roll strength and we'll add 2.
Okay.
And every melee attack can be non-lethal.
I think let's see. How do I have to add 2 to that.
Okay, so that's 11. As he is clonked on the head with the clipboard, he staggers a little bit, and your claws just go over his little dwarfy head.
And then I'm gonna use. Shoot, there was an ability. I don't know if I wrote it down. I thought there was an ability to kind of like move away without incurring a.
So that's a bonus action disengage, and I believe you get that at level 2.
Damn, level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, then Rosier is not going to do that. He's getting ready to just take another strike on his next turn.
Okay. Grim.
Okay, I have no idea where I'm at, but this is fine. This is fine. I always have a plan in these situations, as my mom always said. So
you
I
can
will just keep walking south.
you can hear a commotion.
Oh, perfect. I love commotion. It's my favorite place to be. So I'll keep walking over to where the commotion is. I can't see, so I'll just
That's
move
right.
myself
So
I
that's
can
a
see what's
railing.
going on. I just want to keep, can I try to bust through the railing and just
So you
Terminator
can-
my way through it?
You can jump over the railing if you want.
Okay.
I need you
Then I'll do
to make a dex save as you jump over the railing.
Not bad.
Not
She's
bad
not
at all.
jumping up that stairs, or is she?
Yeah, she is. You jump over the railing, not realizing that there are stairs down exactly on the opposite side of the railing. So you, instead of falling down the 5 feet you expect, you fall down 15. But with that dex save and the fact that it's, nobody can see, you make an amazing landing and look around and nobody notices.
This is fine. This was supposed to be stealthy, right? I'm doing
That's
this whole thing.
hilarious.
And I think I probably don't have any more movement. I guess I'll just dash.
Okay, you can keep dashing south.
Probably. Excellent. I dash towards the commotion until I bump into this dwarf. I would
Okay.
have loved to have hurt him with my armor, but I don't have it on right now, so I'll just stand there.
Okay. Hearing you come up behind him, he is going to turn around and swipe out with his scimitar.
We really
But,
get to hear the delicacies of the
Fine,
French
though.
accent tonight.
But the 6 does not hit. So he, like his friend, just waves his scimitar through the fog, hitting nothing. And it is Molo's turn again.
I'm gonna go straight south because I hit the railing. Can I make a dex save to not fall down these stairs?
Yes. Yes, you can. You do not fall down the stairs.
Oh, I'm so happy. All right, gonna go this way until I hit something.
Okay. You come down the stairs, you see a shape looming in front of you, and at the last moment you realize, oh, that's somebody I think I'm supposed to be friends with.
It's not a dwarf.
Not a dwarf.
Too tall, too tall.
So you turn and start running the other direction until you come up to the mast.
And I'll use the last bit of my movement to circle around it. Oh, I'm dashing. I should probably mention that.
I figured. Okay. Reginald.
I shout, Quill, where are you, boy? Come on now. I swear, if he was an inch taller, he'd be round. I still don't see, people that are unfriendly to me, right? It's all just fog and silhouettes.
Correct.
I cast magic at the silhouettes.
Okay.
I think I got him. That's my turn.
I like that you implied that he was more wide than he was tall.
All right. So this bandit, the hurt one, is going to attempt to lash out at the thing that hit him with something over the head. He's not even sure what at this point. Does a crit fail
4?
hit?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
So Quill, it is your turn.
All right. I just want to clarify. Dazen was a cube. Quill is a ball.
A sphere.
The implications of that are very naughty.
All right. He knows his weapon is around here somewhere. He's gonna reach down, hopefully picking up the coconut that fell in this grate right here and got caught.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna beat a man with a coconut.
Beat a man with a coconut.
All right. Is it disadvantage still, or how does that work?
So it is disadvantage because they're heavily obscured. It is advantage because you are flanking with Robespierre. So it cancels out. So that's a 23.
Nice.
All right. Non-lethally beat a man
You non-lethally beat a man unconscious
with the coconut.
with a coconut. The coconut, unfortunately, cracks on the dwarf's hard head, spewing coconut milk all over the place. You now have a shattered coconut in your
I
hands.
take a sip out of the coconut as I grapple this other guy.
Okay. And he is going to make an acrobatics check. That was supposed to not be... still a 4.
The 4.
So you grab the other dwarf.
Coconut.
Stir it all up.
Robespierre.
I'm in the coconut.
As a bonus action, Robespierre would try to like lap up some of the coconut milk as it like comes out. Oh my goodness! Surprise treat.
And then you realize it's not milk. That's just a
Yeah,
name.
yeah. He sees it looks like normal milk, and then he tastes it, and and he frustrated tries to do like just a uppercut for the dwarf.
Okay. Make another
Robespierre's unamused.
make another strength check for me.
With advantage?
You're sort of flanking. Yeah, I'll give you advantage, which means it's a regular strength check. Because you would be at disadvantage because of the fog.
Yeah. Damn it, that's right. that means I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Which brings it up to a 3
I can't roll anything.
as you strike out. You actually do hit the unconscious one as he is crumpling to the ground. In the fog, it's very confusing right now, and you lash out at the last one you were attacking, who is unfortunately already unconscious.
I forgot the joys of having almost no bonuses.
You have a plus 1 to
Grim.
that.
Okay. Well, I hear this is where all the fun was happening. I guess. Do I have my weapons on me? I don't know. Do
Yeah, you would have.
I? Cool. Well, I wouldn't hit him with the blade part because I remembered. I think we're not supposed to kill them, but I would sure love to take the blunt end of my weapon and just stab on the dwarf's head, on top of his head, just like bang, to try and knock him unconscious.
Okay. Make a weapon attack. You are at disadvantage.
All right, that's fine.
Unfortunately, the 8 won't hit.
No.
Actually, your disadvantage would cancel out because he's being grappled. Is that right?
No.
Own team, Trent. Own team.
Unlike
That's
my
fine. That's
impression.
fine. He just, I guess he just was struggling out of the way. I
Well,
will growl in frustration, though.
as you go to boop him on the head with your kalwa, Quill reaches out and grabs him in one of his big meaty fists and pulls him pulls the dwarf towards himself. And the butt of your weapon goes where the dwarf was. Unfortunately, he's not there anymore.
I growl in frustration.
On his turn, he is going to attempt to break the grapple. So please make another athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get advantage on these because you're raging?
I am raging, yes. 24.
Okay. He rolled a 14.
Mm-hmm.
So he tries to get away and can't. That is his turn. Molo.
Feeling for the railing. Where's the railing at?
So there's one railing right beside you that leads downstairs.
I
There's-
grab that and I try not to fall down the stairs.
Okay. And are you going downstairs?
Trying to. Possibly face first.
No, you head down the stairs. There is a door.
Possibly into the door.
Okay.
Is it open? Or is it closed?
The door is closed, but you can try and open it.
I'll do that.
Okay. You can open it as part of your movement action. And are you entering this area?
Stealthily?
You've got an
That's an
action.
right?
You can take an action to hide before you go through the door.
I'm doing that.
Okay. Excellent.
Nice.
Super stealthy with all this rolling fog. That
Okay. How many feet did you move? 5, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
15.
15. All right. What is that? Oh, never mind. I was on the wrong layer. You wind up here.
Oh. Can I just back up? I would like to just back up.
So, just a moment. I need to add some things to the initiative.
God damn it.
Definitely want to back up.
Thank you for continuing my rage, at least.
I can't see what those are, but I'm pretty sure they're facehuggers.
I offer my most gracious greetings to you heathens. Goodbye.
Oh god, are those almost beholders? I can't remember what they're called, but god.
Gazers.
Gazers.
I
So-
can't see them.
That makes sense.
So you have 10 feet of movement. You can move, but you used your free object interaction to open the door.
Yeah, I'm just going to back up. I just don't want to
Okay.
be in here.
You can back up 10
Getting it.
feet, which is 5, 10.
Or you have to move me so far. Am I obscured in this area?
Yes, you are now heavily obscured again.
Oh, thank God.
Woo!
That's all.
Okay. Give me a moment, though, to describe quickly to you what you saw. As you opened the door, you saw 4 dwarves lying on little makeshift cots. They all seem to be ill, maybe, moaning in pain. One of them was giggling a little bit. Floating near each of their heads were 2 small green orbs. And then you backed away. Okay. I don't think you have anything else unless you've got a bonus action.
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Then in that case, it is Reginald's turn.
So sorry.
Yes, I always hate this part. It makes me more nervous than a long-haired cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I make my way up, and I start touching things until I find a beard.
Okay, you step on a beard who has fallen unconscious.
I'm looking for one that's still standing.
Okay, there's one just to your north.
Okay. I've either gotten a hold of the dwarf here, I'm touching the tabaxi's ass. I stab at it with my 3rd level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, it's on whisper to me again. It's a good roll.
Try taking it off that.
Yeah, but I'm changing stuff like in between. So like I keep putting it on. That's 1 less than the original roll.
Okay, that is still a hit.
I try to stab just in the shoulder region so I don't kill whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's my turn, sir.
Okay. Just a quick tip. You can, instead of putting it on whisper, you can do / talk to myself. And
Do the same thing. Doesn't that do the same thing?
what it does is it means everything you put out, only you see.
Yeah, that's what it was on.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
you
got,
had it on whisper on the sheet. You can have the sheet output just to you in whispers.
At the top of the sheet, it's got all GM and self. And I was just setting it to self while I was like playing with the sheet.
Cool.
I know exactly all the things you guys are talking about.
All right.
I talk to myself.
All the time.
These things. Oh, okay. They've got all the movement.
It's fine. We got all the fog.
We're gonna fog them up.
Hopefully they have to be able to see us use their things.
one of these little floaty things comes right up to Molo. And we're going to do... Nope. Okay, so doubles. Great. So the first thing it does is... that it can see. So it can't see, but all of you see these beams of energy go light up the fog for a moment and then disappear.
Oh, sorry.
We just started the fog machine first, then we went and got the disco ball, and now we have a party.
That's awesome.
Cool.
This is
All
turning
right.
into the best fight ever.
I'd like to beat a dude against this mast.
That you can do. Let's. That's an improvised attack with a dude.
You're attacking the mast.
Yep.
A real man would have climbed it with weights on their wrists. Just saying.
Yep. So I would like you to roll an attack. That will definitely hit. As you smash him into the mast, and he goes unconscious.
Looks like we got a dinosaur over here. A masted done.
Oh. I'll drop him and go investigate the source of the thing.
Mhm.
I kill the tabaxi in the fog cloud and try to get away with it as an accident.
All you hear is this.
Did you do something to your cat?
Do to that cat.
No, that I just had a sound. I've been holding on to a couple of cat sounds.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Just make me excited.
What the fuck?
You fell into my trap.
All right.
It sounds like that cat's tail got stuck in a trap.
Sorry. You triggered craziness.
Yeah.
All the enemies.
Oh God.
Robespierre.
Robespierre is reconsidering the situation. Robespierre really does want to get paid though. So, where's this? Can I see the floating orb thing?
You can't. You cannot see through the fog.
Did I see lights coming out though, or like a flash?
You did see a flash from that direction, so you know there's something over there.
Okay.
You also heard Molo yell greetings to the heathens.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Could have actually dragged the body behind me and said, "We need to get them below deck."
So you could, but at half speed.
Sure, that works for me. So here, 5. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So I want to go. I wanted to go there, and then I wanted to jump down and kind of try to claw attack whatever is like coming out.
Okay. Make an attack roll at
All
disadvantage.
right. At disadvantage. Okay. Actually, going to use the cat's claws.
Mhm.
Oh no! I didn't put a thing in it, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine. It's just a strength check.
It's just the strength. That's the best roll I've done practically all day.
13, right?
Okay. I would like you to make a
Yes.
a dex save as you jump over the railing at this thing.
That I can do.
Land on it. Smash it flat.
Mario jump onto the next level.
Okay. No, you do land on the other side of it gracefully, but it's too small. It's floating. It's moving. It's hard to make out in the fog, so you miss it completely.
Oh, Robespierre's never seen one of you.
And as you say that, you hear, Rumskin, never seen one of you.
I hate these guys so much.
Come again?
Come again. And it's your turn, Grim.
Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Like, Grim watches Quill do his thing, dragging the dwarf, and then he's looking at the other dwarf, and then he's looking at the weirdly dressed man that he can barely see, and he's trying to figure out if you should just go kill the thing or not. So he's just gonna think about it real hard and figure that this guy has totally got this. He's just gonna walk around towards the noise. And can I switch myself with Molo?
No, but you could go to your you could go up and to the left and get sort of in between.
We've done this before. I go under the legs.
Like over here is
Yes.
good?
Yep.
Cool. This doesn't look like a man. This looks like a thing that I can kill. So I'm gonna use the pointy side this time around. And just
Nice.
Okay.
attack at this mofo.
Damn.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, that was disadvantage. So you do hit. You hit for 10. As you hit the little floating thing, and you hear "Wah!" as it goes spinning through the air.
And that's my turn. I roar at it.
Okay.
No,
Molo.
Way too.
there's so many things.
Brian,
Mm-hmm.
I did not think we were going to take weapons. So I did not bring one. And I'm going to ask a weird question.
Mhm.
Can I cast Booming Blade with half a coconut?
Smart boy.
I'm gonna say no.
That works
I
for me.
have three of these weapons on me though. They're probably not well hidden because I'm not that
She's
smart.
decked out.
Unfortunately, you're heavily obscured.
True
Yeah.
that.
He's
So
got a
I,
mind field trap full of
I'm
mine.
just gonna move into what's his name? Robespierre space and try and go back into the room with all the things.
Okay. You go into the room with all the things. At which point, 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
I knew this was gonna happen.
4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Held actions go off.
Just obliterated.
That boy's lower than a snake full of buckshot.
Okay. There's 2. So, first thing I need you to make a strength save.
Next.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
As you feel something push against you and you just sort of crouch down, then I need you to make a dex save.
Next.
Nice.
Wow.
Jeez.
I'm ready.
Yeah, another strength save.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
And lastly, a wisdom save.
Nicely
Okay.
done.
Wow.
So what you see, let's see, that was 1, 2. 2 of them, but unfortunately the rest don't get to take their held actions yet. As you go flying through the air, the rest of you, I need everyone but Reginald to make a dex save.
Very happy with these circumstances.
Oh.
This can't be like a strength save just to catch him.
You can't see him.
Just throw me back
yeah.
in.
I want to catch him as he flies.
He bounces off.
Quill catches him in the face.
Only fair.
Yep. Both of you are going to take 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
4 damage. All right.
Yep. And 8 for Molo.
Can you just like land over my shoulder?
Using my action, I'll touch myself.
Okay.
Yo, what?
Molo lands right next to you
Oh,
as he
okay.
bounces off.
I wanted to. Oh, hello there. Fancy meeting you here.
And then it is Reginald's turn.
Now move up. I still. What's the big idea here? I find something in front of me. I reach for its beard.
No beard. You grab a handful of tentacle.
Well, clearly I'm fighting a demi-lich Medusa. I pull off my backpack, and I just shove it into the backpack.
Make a grapple check.
I am really good at these.
Yeah. I'm not even going to give you disadvantage for being blinded.
Nailed it.
I love that
Good
we're
job.
playing to our strengths.
So, like, I think I succeed. I cinch up my backpack. I got it, boys. Don't worry.
I just love the idea that you're like a dude in a suit wearing a backpack.
As
Well, we did put on inspection uniforms.
as you leave its reach,
But it has to see me, Brian.
for its eye attack.
Poopsies.
However, it is going to, at disadvantage, attempt to bite you for trying to shove it into a backpack. And you
It's biting me through the straps.
take 1 damage.
You know better than the sheath beholder than if it just becomes a beholder with armor.
I say, who has unwarrantedly attacked my purse? And I come over here. And
I love
Okay.
this group so much.
On its turn, it is going to move away. So Grim and Robespierre can make opportunity attacks if they want.
I do.
Disadvantage.
My favorite kind of disadvantage.
I'm gonna make a content.
Wow, I didn't think it could get worse.
As it does successfully move away.
That was the lamest countdown.
And it is Quill's turn.
Excuse me. I believe there are enemies down here. As I navigate my way between two people, dragging the dwarf behind me.
There are many.
Alright. Once I get him below deck, below the level of the deck, so on the stairs. Watch out for him. Do not trip. As I continue onward through the doorway.
Okay, so we'll put him there. As you come into the doorway, held actions go off.
Oh!
Second verse, same as the first.
Okay, I need you first to make a wisdom save.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, it is! It is great!
Then a strength save.
This should be good. No, it is not. What? That's my thing, guys. Alright. What happens? They pick me up.
Yeah, you go flying this time. I need everyone on the staircase.
They lift you into the air,
Damn it.
against the ceiling 10 times, and drop you peacefully.
Including Reginald, I want everyone to make a dex save.
No! No! My plans have all failed!
It's
Oh,
not
thank
good.
goodness.
Not an 8, but it's not
Mhm.
great.
Now, you clearly said an intelligence saving throw, right?
Well, luckily for you, this time,
better.
Robespierre ducks, seeing this looming shadow, but doesn't call out a warning to anyone. And Grim just gets grazed in the shoulder. But actually, no, that was an 8. Grim gets it full in the face.
Yeah.
As Quill hits you, boom. You're only going to take, the two of you, going to take 1d6. He didn't travel that far.
I never asked. Is Grim male or
good.
female?
Ha! 0 damage.
I think Grim is a
1.
dude. Grim is a dude.
Okay.
Either way, he still lays eggs.
Yeah. No big deal.
Is that a fact about Tritons?
Some fish do it. I assume Triton are that fish.
Are Tritons actually fish?
Robespierre.
Tridents don't get
Right,
speed, which is weird.
So Robespierre has seen 2 people go flying out of that room and just walks back up the stairs calmly.
Do you shut the door behind you?
Yes.
Okay. Leaving
Yeah,
the
they are.
bandit, the one sailor that Quill had taken down there to his fate. You close the door behind you and come up the stairs.
Quick, tell the gazers not to kill him. Nailed it.
Grim, what would you like to do?
Well, there's no more sound of battle, is there?
You hear chattering from the other side of the door, but you can't make out what it is.
It's fine. I don't like tea parties. The cat man has climbed up the stairs. I think I'll just I think I'll even just let go of my fog cloud because obviously everything is done.
Okay.
You can drop concentration at any point, right?
Correct.
When I see Grim do it, I'll do it too.
Okay. As the fog clears around all of you, the door is closed. There is one sailor unconscious on the deck.
I think I have enough movement to reach him, do I?
Yes.
I'm just gonna pick it up by the hair and just lift it off the ground and just present it to Molo and everybody else and just like
All right. What's your strength?
Can we look around?
it is 16.
Sure, you can lift him up, no problem. He is still unconscious. Okay.
And I wait for instructions.
Molo, so is anyone going to attempt to go through the door?
I want to see how many onlookers are paying attention and are shocked by a group of people who clearly don't belong on the ship holding up a dwarf who belongs on the ship.
Okay, so we'll wait till your turn then.
Okay.
Molo, what would you like to do?
Put down the nice landwalker.
I put him down.
Okay.
Or, yeah, on my turn if I can't do it now. But
No, you can put him down.
Brian, are these locked? What are these? How do these work? I don't actually know.
So they're just slatted grates. You can see down. They are not hinged in any way.
So they don't move. What's in there?
Roll perception.
They don't open?
These don't.
To get a better view, I will grab, I don't know, something off the dwarf like a pendant or a ring or, what have you. I'll cast light on it and I'll drop it in there.
Okay.
Where?
Roll perception. Okay. You see a cargo hold. You see nothing in it other than crates and barrels and a few lifeboats. You see no signs of movement. With that perception roll, though, you do notice there are pins holding these grates in place. They're wooden lattice works. So you could unpin them and then probably lift them off. But they're not hinged to open.
Ah.
Grim, the great Nabakeboros, Kraken Lord of the Depth, commands you to remove the pins and these grates.
That's excellent initiative there, Molo Famari Meth Sasari. Is there a room beneath the bridge on either here? North or south?
So there is a door. There are stairs leading down on either side.
Yeah, but
That's
there's
a door
no
right here then?
there's
No.
no room beneath
On this
the
side?
raised
No.
decks. Okay. I loot the dwarves for incriminating things,
Okay.
like a letter he was writing to Sabrina back home
roll investigation.
that
About
says,
his-
I feel really guilty about all my criminal activities aboard the Wicked Gaze.
Which includes
Probably has his
XYZ.
thumbprint on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't find anything on the dwarf. However, you do find a tattoo on his neck, sort of under his jaw. The tattoo is a circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from it.
So I wash my hands immediately because I clearly just had to touch his greasy beard to find that. Do I recognize what that symbol means?
You can make a history check. You recognize it as being the emblem of a thieves' guild called the Xanathar Guild. But that's about all you know about it.
A real snake in the grass lot, this one.
I'll relay that information, and I don't know.
Okay.
I might know.
Quill.
Oh, are we still in turn
So-
order? I thought
We're
we were
still
the
in turn
fog
order.
cloud.
I,
The fog
I
cloud
didn't even
dissipated.
realize.
I cautiously stand, like move up toward,
Okay.
up to the deck to look out, see if
Roll perception.
the vast quantity of guards who were curious of the fog cloud that appeared randomly over a ship.
Okay. You look up and down the quay, and you don't see any guards headed in your direction. You do notice that the normal traffic around this side of the docks, there's usually people going back and forth, carrying cargo, people repairing nets or whatever. People seem to have cleared out, but you don't see any guards.
Haha! No witnesses. Which is good. Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna move up to help move this grate off.
Okay, I'm going to take us out of turn order, since nobody seems intent on entering, the death cabin.
It might be the ominous name. Just saying.
I need to get better at naming these things. The hug cabin.
There you
That
go.
sounds
better.
nice.
Brian, can Robespierre come over and investigate that symbol?
Yes. So make a history check for me with advantage because of your background.
Okay.
And the rest of you can spend a couple of moments.
Wait. Oh, that was with advantage. I didn't get the advantage to work.
So the rest of you take a couple moments, pull the pins, lift up the lattice works, and see the floor is 20 feet below. You could get down there, lower a rope or something, if you want.
Someone must
Yeah.
have a rope.
I
Tie it
have
around
nothing.
the dwarf's shoulder to lower him down.
We could always use the mast and not the dwarf that we have to keep alive.
No, I want him off deck. I'm simply lowering him down instead of tossing him down, possibly breaking his neck.
Besides, there should be ropes around this. I mean, it's a ship. There's
It
always
is.
ropes
There
on
are
the ship,
plenty of
right?
ropes.
Isn't it?
So first off, Robespierre, you don't know much more than Reginald beyond the name. You know that they operate out of a couple of places, Waterdeep and Skullport, but you've never really heard them being pirates or shipping, so you don't know what's going on.
I don't. I was just going to relay that.
Okay.
I don't.
You remove the lattice works. Molo, they're belaying pins. You can grab one. It'll stat as a club.
Yeah.
When you lower the dwarf down, I would like Quill to make a strength check. If anybody is helping him, he can do it at advantage.
I'll help. I'll grab the end of the rope and just hold it as a backup.
Okay. All right, and so when you do, sorry, just checking some stuff. You see two flashes of light shooting from this direction, hit the dwarf that you're lowering down.
Shit.
However, you can't determine any effect as the dwarf is unconscious. You think, as you lower him gently down to the deck below.
It appears we would have company.
I look down at the hole. I look up Molo, back down at the hole.
So we bring Kada with us. I cast Fog Cloud again inside the...
Can we?
I can, because I am a Thunder Cleric.
Nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
I don't do it again because I can't. I'm just a dude.
Grab the rope, cross Fog Cloud, jump in there.
Okay.
I follow
Just a
suit.
moment.
Fantastic.
I like to keep it in the ship.
Okay, you can do that. All of you, who is going down?
I will go down.
I'm going down too.
I want to give them a period of time to fuck up before I go down.
Roguebeard's going to go down, but try to stealth and hide as best as he can.
After we go down and all the gazers come after us, he just goes through the door and walks behind them,
Yeah.
moves everything, and then leaves.
Okay, so who is everyone going down the rope?
Not
Is what I'm asking.
presently.
Right. You said you were going to follow after.
Yeah, I want to give plenty of time for the screams to pick up.
Okay.
Maybe we each have a rope that we have calculated the length of so that we can just jump and just catch ourselves at the last second.
That is the worst idea I have ever heard.
I have great ideas. What are you talking about? This is what I do.
I'm doing it. Quill thinks it sounds like a great idea.
I like to imagine all of Grimm's sounds come from vibrating his gills.
Oh, about as sharp as a pound of wet liver.
Okay. So the rest of you stay on the deck for a moment. Molo, Grim, and Quill, when you get down there, you hear more of that chattering, but you can't see anything. It is not only is it full of fog, but it is not lit. So
There should be a pebble or some kind of thing from the dwarf that has light cast on it down here.
yes, okay, forgot about that. Good, but it also is heavily obscured through the fog.
It's just white.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I
so
think it
you
makes
can
the fog worse.
yeah, like high beams.
Ugh.
So you do hear chattering from this side.
Darn it! I was on mute.
Okay.
I said to myself, as one does, I'm gonna jump down and try to stealth, and then I didn't realize that I didn't tell you that.
So I had heard that. I assumed that they were going to go down first.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
I was giving them a minute while I described the layout and what they saw. Yeah, nothing. So do you say anything? Do you say anything?
Us or him?
Come out, wrongdoers. We simply want to talk.
Grim, Quill, there are crates and barrels behind us.
Okay,
You
so
know what to do.
Robespierre, you can roll stealth for me, and I'll move you down there.
Okay. I am going to roll extremely well. Oh. No, wait, that's on advantage.
Mhm.
Sorry.
That's still the right roll.
I mean, everything's heavily
okay.
obscured.
Yep. He still would have got that 24, no matter what.
That is awesome.
So you
Destiny.
you silently come down this rope, not making a sound as you touch the ground. You also cannot see very much around you.
Oh, even with it's not the darkness, it's the fog.
It's the fog.
Okay.
All right. Reginald, are you don't hear any commotion down there?
I give it another 15 seconds, and then I'll follow suit.
Okay.
Can I make a perception check? Try to pinpoint where people might be.
Yep.
Okay.
They should be screaming any moment now.
Can we
Okay.
move on?
Not yet.
I wanted to ask before I did.
So, Quill, you hear the sound of human voices to the north of you, moaning, a little giggling, moaning in pain. There's some kind of giggling. Roll a medicine check.
Quill is not good at this.
Okay. So that's all you hear. You also hear that high-pitched chattering, including a very good impersonation of Molo telling you guys to look in the boxes or hide or whatever.
They know what to do.
Reginald, are you going to join them?
Yeah, I've waited long enough for them to explode. I figure it's probably an explode-free zone.
Okay. You come down the rope as well.
Triggering the explode trap.
As
Kablooey.
Reginald enters my reach.
All right. So you all can definitely hear sounds to the north. Quill, you're very certain that you do not hear any activity to the south.
It's okay. I know what to do.
You must converse with them, diplomatize. They speak the same language as you.
Can
So
I
what,
move?
what would you like to do?
Me, I would like to go to the barrels that have been mentioned that are south. So I'm going to keep walking south until I reach a barrel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
Is it heavy?
Yes, these barrels weigh hundreds of pounds. They are full of some oil, are full of oil. Others are full of other kinds of trade goods. They're incredibly heavy.
Ooh, oil.
Okay.
Not
Well,
that
I'll
on
still
fire.
pick this one up. And is that my action, or could I like dash and head back to where I came from with a barrel in my hands?
It's going to be your action. It's that heavy.
Okay, that's fine. I still do that.
Okay.
I lift up the barrel.
Okay. You have a barrel.
Cool.
What is anyone else? Is anyone else doing anything? If not,
Yeah,
then
I'd like to look in the barrels.
Yeah, I'll do an investigation. I'm more concerned about under the boats to make sure there's not like a dwarf in there, like with a crossbow.
Okay.
That is plan two. We use the canoes like a shield.
Yeah, see, Robespierre was going to run over there and try to hide under one and use it to, like,
Okay.
charge whatever's over there.
You're going to be hidden over here. Reginald, you can investigate. Roll investigation. Same for Quill.
Aha! I am very good at this. Excellent.
Okay. Reginald, you don't find anyone hiding under the boats. You also don't under the lifeboats. You don't seem to find any sort of evidence or anything. Quill, you also you start going through barrels, but let's see. Oh, excellent. You find salted rations and minor goods, but nothing else. As you are looking, Reginald, you hear a creak in the floor beneath you that's different from the regular sounds of the ship. Looking down, you notice that one of the boards is not nailed. It's just sort of set in place.
Well, clearly, this is a trap. I call for... Hold on, he's got a name. Robespierre.
Mm-hmm.
Robespierre. Oh, no, he's hiding. Okay, never mind. I call for... and ask if he will lift this board for me. I'm so tired from...
Molo, do you
from
go...
all the spells I cast.
Do you go help?
Sure. I was planning on like lifting these so they can't see us anyways. It's like a turtle.
Well, I'm thinking we use the boats to protect us from whatever is firing that techno at us.
Okay, so are you going to do that, Molo? Are you going to use one of the boats for a shield, or are you going to look at this loose board?
I'll lift it for him.
Okay, no problem.
I back away from the trap.
You lift the board. There is no trap.
I step towards the trap.
It is a smuggling compartment, and you find inside 5 glass jars, each about the size of a human head.
Okay.
One of the jars is smashed, but 3 are intact and empty, except for this thin film of like green mucus. The last jar is whole, and inside you see a pink human brain with little dog-like legs that is floating suspended in green fluid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that.
Take it from him.
So, I would like you to immediately make an Arcana check when you see this.
It's funny because I have expert... What the fuck?
That is funny.
Just before you can tell me what it is, I just blurt out, I know what this is.
So, you don't know what it is.
Damn it. But neither is he.
Either of you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't have inspiration for something.
Neither does he.
I'm sure. And through the fog, nobody else really sees what they found either.
I'll put it back.
Oh man, these are probably running around somewhere, now that I think about it.
Okay. Grim, you have a barrel. What would you like to do?
Cool. I want to move towards the direction of the sounds that I've been hearing, those chittering noises.
Okay.
I'm guessing north is where it comes from.
Yes. And you can just keep moving to those stairs if you want, as far as those stairs.
Okay. Cool. If I can tell that it's not in this place that the noise is coming from, but the room.
It sounds like it's coming from up the stairs.
Okay, cool. Well, I just walk across. Well, dash, but it's a walk. It's just a power walk with my barrel towards the stairs.
Are you holding the barrel like in front of you or over one shoulder, or how are you?
I would love to have it just my arms straight in the air, just like Mario would hold an enemy or something. I just carry it way over my head if I can.
Over your head.
Yeah.
I want you to make a strength check.
Okay.
Because these are very heavy.
I mean,
Could
Mario's
it be
kind of
considered
chubby.
an athletic fact?
Sure.
Cool. I'm a weightlifter.
He used to shot put baby dragon turtles.
Okay. Yeah, you have no problem just carrying this very large barrel. We're talking like beer barrel sized over your head.
Like Donkey Kong would just.
Mhm.
And I walk.
Okay. You can make it to there. Robespierre, what would you like to do? You are, as far as you know, nothing has spotted you.
Okay, so Robespierre is going to try to sneak with the boat this way.
Okay, I would like
I'm
you to
so
also
happy.
make an athletics check.
As the boat does not move.
I hope we Pirates of the Caribbean our way through this ship without getting into the water.
Excellent. You can also move forward to the stairs. You go under the lifeboat and then sort of push up with your back and your legs, and turtle with the boat. If you were not in a fog cloud, you would be likewise both heavily obscured and blinded. But since you are, it's all moot. And you feel safe in your little turtle shell.
Yay!
But you can get up to these stairs.
Awesome. Okay.
Like a little turtle. Cooking in a little turtle suit.
Please do not whisper into my ears.
Okay. Quill, you found some salt pork. And you can grab some of that and start eating it. But what would you like to do?
Excellent. Has anybody found anything?
I found a brain in a jar and in my. It seemed the thing to do.
Well, that is most definitely interesting, but is it illegal? I am not sure. I don't have great grasp of laws.
They had it in a smuggling compartment. It can't be benign.
All right. So what do we do now? Move on and kill all the little floating coconut things?
No.
The Jimmy Lich with the snake hair.
We have proof. We live now. Just need Grim to throw the barrel, and then we make our way out.
I don't know if it is proof.
We're hoping to find
Wait,
some
what
manifests
barrel?
or something like that.
Someone is throwing barrel. Why is someone throwing barrel?
We have the man with the neck tattoo as well.
Okay, so Grim,
Yeah.
if you're going to throw a barrel, make another athletics check for me.
That was the plan. It was always the plan.
Throw a barrel full of oil into the armory?
So you have to
Those things float, and we don't.
you have to throw it up the stairs. And you do. You give it a good shove up the stairs. It hits the top landing and does not crack open. It just sort of sits up there. And you hear and see some flashes of light go shooting towards the barrel.
Oh God!
It was always the plan.
I shout up the stairs, throw it back!
Throw it back!
Communicate with them, Grim. Speak.
Communicate with them, Graham.
You stop that now, yeah?
You stop
Don't make me come up there!
Don't make me come up there.
Oh, I'm gonna tan the backside where the scales are the thinnest on that one.
This is the longest.
We've entered a Beavis and Butthead episode.
And they repeat back everything you were saying
I.
in just this
That's how I spend the
snotty,
next-
taunting little voice.
What
That's how I
happened to
spend the next 10 minutes.
What happens to the barrel?
Nothing.
She tossed it quite nicely up, and it lands and rolls a little bit.
Okay.
My work here is done. I go back to Molo.
Grab the door with the neck tattoo,
Look.
and we can leave.
We
The
we
one
have
we
to
brought-
find a manifest or something else.
I do
This
not
is not
know
enough.
what a manifest is.
I pick up the dwarf in the same manner. It's by the skull.
Okay.
Those stairs lead to the same place, do they not?
No.
There are stairs to your south. You can't see them
No.
But there are stairs to the north, right?
on two sides,
And in theory, they go to the same place.
as far as you know.
So we throw a barrel on the left side. We sneak one of these ships up like a turtle suit on the other side.
On both sides.
Okay,
Let's
we
not
do it on
shortcut
both sides.
ourselves.
I don't even care. We let them waste their attacks on the boats, and then we emerge out and we lift the boats, drop them on the creatures, and look, now we have 5 mounts.
I like this idea. Grim, put that dwarf down.
And Grim is super good at picking stuff up, so this plan is perfect.
Under the boat we go.
I will join. Wait, where's I start fumbling around until
You
I
have
find,
to use the boat as a net and catch
Until
them
I-
in there with you.
until I find the boat that Robe is under.
Okay, so you can find the boat that is furthest up, and when you run into it, it gives a little bit, like it's being supported from underneath.
No.
Robe,
I
are you
joined
down
Quill.
here? Okay.
Because I'm not going with these psychopaths.
Careful now, this is rope.
Uh,
Yes, boat.
Okay.
Just like net
so-
casting the sea urchins. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Quill and Reginald, you can get under the boat as well, but it is pretty crowded.
That's all right. We're just going to drop this boat here on top of as many of those creatures as possible and take.
I will point out one flaw in this plan.
No, you will not. There are no flaws to find.
While
Let's go forward.
while you are under the boat, you can't see outside of the boat. So if
Yeah,
they
sure.
are flying above you, you won't be able to see them. Unless they are flying at foot level,
We
right
have
by you.
synchronized. Lift the boat, catch a good view, and then it's like playing Hungry Hungry Hippo. We snatch one up.
We just collect one piece of shit out of it while it's under the boat alone with us, and then go to the next one.
You just keep grabbing one
Don't
after
you tell
another.
me it can't be done. That is not the mentality that built this country.
I have
Okay.
a better and much simpler plan. We use the boats as battering ram
For
and
the barrel?
charge these flying assholes.
I'm down.
Let us,
Okay,
let us
so
get low. Let us
Molo-
get low with boat almost touching ground.
Molo and Grim make an athletics check for me. One of you make it at advantage.
Don't mind if I do.
Are you asking me? I'm assuming you're doing it.
Excellent. Ugh,
Okay,
the first one was better. I don't know why I rolled twice.
that's all right. The two of you do lift the boat and are able to move it. You're not going. It's heavy. You're not going to be throwing it probably, but you can use it as a shield, or if you get up some good speed, maybe as a battering ram. But you've got to get up the stairs with it.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not planning on throwing it exactly, but just keeping it on top of my head and running really, really fast towards the noise that I hear.
Okay.
When we hit the barrel, you know what to do.
Boat storm.
So nice. All right, so Grim and Molo, you both can get to about here when here
Sorry.
when you get to the barrel and you feel the boat wham into the barrel.
Can I kick the barrel away?
So you can push with the boat.
Or pushing with the boat was part of the initial solution. I push with the boat.
You got this.
Okay, give me one more athletics.
Cool.
When we get to the barrel, do we hear the voices and the little lasers still?
You don't hear the lasers, but you do push the barrel and you hear it roll off. The rest of
Aren't we
you,
doing the same thing on the other side?
Now that they are up
Yes.
there, I have
Okay.
to mention that there is a slight chance that they just mind blast the boats off of them. It is a risk.
so the rest of you get up about that far, and we are going to roll initiative again.
I am so
And again,
happy.
we're going super low, right? Like the boat is like barely
Mhm.
we're turtling.
My
It's
boat is
very,
probably very
probably
high
like
at
rubbing
the front.
against the ground. as we move forward. We just want to get right up close to him.
I think ours only comes down to the knee level.
Did any of us have a net?
It's like full on sprinting.
Yeah, I actually picture the boat just slanted where I'm taller and I don't bend because I just don't. So there's just a boat on top of my head, or just about.
It's hard to bend when you basically have chitinous plates made of muscle.
Yeah, that's my reality right there.
You have chitinous plates made of muscle?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. What are you, a Zerg hybrid?
If you try and stab Grim with a knife, it just bends.
Are you an Ultralisk? You would tell me if you were an Ultralisk. You have to tell me if you're an Ultralisk.
You know an Ultralisk wouldn't tell you, Tony.
They would eat your face off.
Listen, I've been watching a lot of StarCrafts, and they're basically just big puppies.
I disagree.
What the fuck? Why are there so many?
Holy!
Oh, did you never get to see how many there were?
They
I
reproduce.
saw initiatives. I assumed there was more than 3.
That is
We
correct,
made a
sir.
huge mistake.
I mean, you weren't
Very
wrong.
intuitive
You
of
are
you.
not wrong.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this, because you are under these boats, while you're under the boat, if you need to make a wisdom save, a wisdom save, then you will do it at advantage. If you need to make a dex save or a strength save, you will make it at disadvantage because you're carrying a freaking boat.
But can they
Acceptable.
target us
I don't
when
think
we're...
you're reading the situation right, Brian. This is
Unless you have the boat, all the way down on the floor, then they can target you. Especially those of you who are still coming up the stairs and your boat is sort of canted a little bit.
All right, I got this.
Alright, the plan
I
is
am
to
not that
grab
smart.
one.
This is not going to
We're
happen.
just gonna hungry hippos, a couple of guys, bring them back into the fog cloud,
All right.
beat them
So,
up, take
Molo
money.
told you the plan. We're just gonna grab one, drop the boat to the floor, beat the shit out of it, and then go
Yeah.
to the next one.
all right. So, who is in the front of each boat?
I would be in the front of my boat.
Okay.
I mean, I did offer, but I don't think he took me up
Yeah.
on it.
Cat's definitely in the front. 'cause
okay.
He's not a real person.
Right.
Yeah, Robespierre probably did not move out of the way. He's like,
Right.
I'm
So Robespierre and Grimm, first one for Robespierre, the second one for Grimm. Robespierre, that is a dex save at
good.
disadvantage.
Oh, well. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to take some damage. And then a wisdom save for Grimm at advantage. Okay. So one of those little beams strikes right next to your feet, Grimm. There's no effect of you. But Robespierre, you all of a sudden feel a blast of cold energy.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. He's out.
I want
Retreat.
Quill
Retreat.
and Reginald to make a strength check as all of a sudden Robespierre collapses. And
Was that a strength?
strength. Okay, you're able to hold the boat up as he drops more of its weight onto you. And it's Reginald's turn.
Let us go back. Let us go back.
So, I mean, he's in the middle of the boat because we're at a weird angle, and he's supporting most of the weight because I have tiny little soggy arms. I basically want to, like, try to grab the back of the boat, angle it up like a hungry hippo minigame, and snatch a gazer before dropping it to the ground and start making my way back. I don't know if I can do all of that, but maybe I could just start it and work together with Quill
So we're on the
to
stairs.
snatch a Catman and a gazer and bring it down the stairs with us.
Man.
So, unfortunately, because you're at the back of the boat, all you can do is pivot the boat around
Up and down.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to grab Robespierre or anything else. You're just going to be able to move the boat. So
That's
are
what
you?
I'm
Fuck
saying.
it.
Are
If
you-
the canoe is on the stairs and it's flat, then the top, third is poking up. So if he just pushes straight up and pivots like that, with me in the center helping out, it'll then be flat.
Grip, and then it just goes and crushes you and the Catman, and I'm out here by myself.
So I want Reginald to make a strength check.
He's already on the
Oh
floor,
my
so
God.
I don't crush. He'll just
I'm a super strong rogue wizard man.
This is the best one-shot I've ever played.
Okay, so you take the boat, you pivot, the prow of the boat comes up and comes down on Robespierre. One of these gazers is going to make a dex save. If he rolls 12 or higher, he is going to evade.
Brian, I just wanted to clarify those. You said it comes down on Robespierre and
Around.
not over. Okay. It comes down over him,
oh, okay.
not decapitates him with a boat.
Yeah.
Hungry hippos
But-
okay. Harder when the balls move on their own.
Yeah, and these two little balls move out of the way of your boat attack.
Plan law.
Oh, they both do.
If you had proficiency in boats, then this would be a different story.
Do they count as an improvised weapon for Quill?
They do.
I continue to assist Quill.
Grim.
It's the best one-shot we've ever played.
Okay. I have a conundrum. I'm not sure I understood the plan. Okay, I understood the plan. It's to charge with the boat. I try to just charge into this guy with the boat. Just
Okay.
shoot,
Roll
walk.
a strength check.
Cool.
Unfortunately, you did not match their AC. So you do move forward. Unfortunately, they sort of float out of the way as you come past with the boat, dragging Molo along behind you. And you run into this dwarf that is asleep, or he's lying in this cot, sort of groaning in pain. And when you hit him, he screams out a little bit more. And
I
then
scream back at him.
well, and as you finish your scream, you realize he has stopped making any noise whatsoever.
It's not the first time Grim has had this effect on people.
Again with the landwalkers.
Okay. So, Grim and Molo.
Oh, yes.
All right, Grim. That's a wisdom save at advantage. All right, and Molo, that is a dex save, which is disadvantage. Luckily, neither of you take any damage from that one. Next turn.
Oh, good.
This is
right next to
about
him.
as dumb as the first 3 times that I tried to grapple an animated sword.
Hey, we cheated it, Tony. We did it.
Yes, we turned it into an animated bat.
It was still cool.
All right, Grim, dex save at disadvantage. Molo, wisdom save at advantage.
That's a tree.
Doesn't cover Grant like
Oh no, it's a
plus
one.
dex saves
No.
or something?
So you will take 10 cold damage. I did hear you, Trent.
I'll look it up. I'll tell you if it matters.
I think
know.
it only gives bonuses to AC, and these are saving throws.
I don't know if you know him,
Yes, has a
but,
+5 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Ah ha ha! Excellent. So that 2 becomes a 7.
Yes.
Frighten's
just
resistant
for
to cold
reference
damage,
for
if you
future.
didn't know.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Frighten's are resistant to cold damage if Dim didn't
Oh,
know.
that's right. We
Yep.
are.
So
Amazing.
that's only 5.
Much better.
Okay. Next turn. The reason these attacks are all going to you guys is because you're the furthest up. So,
Okay.
Grim, that's a wisdom save at advantage. And Molo, that is a a strength save at disadvantage.
Hey, 9's pretty good.
All right, this is great. So, Grim, again, no issue. You're hit with this strange purple beam, but it just seems to dissipate.
Grim is not afraid of purple.
Exactly.
Please let me smash this gazer into the wall with the bone.
So I actually need Grim now to make a strength save as Molo has his feet knocked out from under him. You catch the boat. You're not going to take any advantage, but you go prone as Grim is knocked back down the stairs. I'm sorry, as Molo is knocked back down the stairs.
Ah!
And takes three bludgeoning damage for falling down the stairs.
So now Grim has full cover.
You are prone. And they are maybe not able to see you without moving. The next one, though, is right next to the other boat. So it is going to target Quill and Reginald. Dex save at disadvantage for Quill, but +5.
Haha, 17.
Okay. And then that's a 2. That is a wisdom save at advantage for Reginald.
Oh no, he's got me
One
pegged.
All right. So neither beam.
Wasn't there one more?
Hmm?
Wasn't there one more? There are 3, right?
Oh, I'm doing them one at a time.
Oh, okay.
They each get 2 beams.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, we're a little outclassed, I think.
So
Trust in the plan, darling.
that one was no effect. Nope. All right, so now I need Quill to make another dex save, disadvantage +5, and another wisdom save at advantage for Reginald.
I try to maintain my control of my mind.
Okay, you're both fine. One last one. We're going to switch it up this time. So, Quill, that is a wisdom save at disadvantage. Reginald, a wisdom save at advantage. Reginald, that is a dex save disadvantage +5. Okay. So you are both fine from that one too. Robespierre, I need a death save.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This was a great plan.
This was a great plan.
I'm very happy with these results.
Okay. So that's one success.
Yay.
All right. And now this little guy. I need Quill to make a dex save, disadvantage +5, and a wisdom save from Reginald.
It's going to be bad one of these days. Okay.
Okay, Reginald, you are fine. Quill, you feel an intense cold as one of the beams hits you, doing 12 damage.
Ouch.
Oh, no!
Oh, these do 3d6. That's a lot of damage.
Are you alive?
No.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to climb inside your dead body and hide.
All right, Reginald, I need you to make either a strength save or a dex save. Your choice.
His dex to get out of the way and strength to one-handed hold up this boat, Captain America style.
Correct.
I'm gonna do the strength.
You have the brain, right?
I do the strength.
Okay. You take the weight of the boat, but it tilts downward, exposing both Robespierre and Quill in their unconscious states to anything in that room. Quill, I would like a death save.
This is probably way too late. Didn't he like push up the thing to cover us way back when?
They're shooting underneath.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I thought it had been flushed with the boat when he,
So
the boat was flushed with the boat.
no problem,
mind.
because they've got enough movement to move behind you and shoot under.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's saving through.
So there you go.
Live, Brian. I really liked Quills.
Okay, that is
So-
one fail.
Brian liked him too. That's why he's killing him and keeping him in the soulmonger forever.
And remember, we're playing with progressive death saves, so after your first one, it is going to be an 11 to pass.
Oh yeah. I don't
Oh
think we've had a close yet.
gosh,
Yeah. All right.
that was so evil.
What?
Molo,
You're
So how?
you're prone.
Yeah. How is the canoe like hanging off the end of the stairs?
Hang on a second. I forgot something.
Okay. I'm very scared of
Is it a good thing or a bad thing, Brian? It's important that you tell me now.
A boom drag.
It is. It is that when Molo took damage, he needed to make concentration check.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, he's
But
fine.
Molo's a badass, so it's okay.
All good.
All right. So you are standing at the edge of the fog cloud.
All right. Grim, change of plans. We leave because I think the others are dead.
Okay, you can move
Stand up.
15 feet.
I'm gonna hide under this other boat that hasn't been moved yet.
That boat has been moved.
Damn it! You've betrayed me, boat. I hide my fog cloud.
Okay, roll stealth.
No, oh no, oh yeah, I do have an action, don't I?
Uh-huh.
Do the thing. I'm a master of nines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this last one is going to aim at Grim, since Grim is all that is left. So, Grim, I need you to make a wisdom save at advantage. And a dex save disadvantage +5. No effect, as two more beams come in, one hitting the ground, one just hitting the boat and bouncing off. Top of the round.
Waiting for the barrel to randomly explode.
This one is also going to shoot beams at you. I need a dex save and a strength save, both at disadvantage. 9 + 5 is 14. And then 13. You are fine, as two more beams come bursting into you, still doing nothing.
A
Reginald.
solid wall of Triton.
You can't use minor illusion to create an illusory person, can you?
So minor illusion, the illusion does not move, does not make sound.
Right. And that's fine. But can you do it to make a person? I think it says an object. Is it? I believe that means it can only be an object, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
You could make a cardboard cutout of a person.
Depending of your views on genders, you could make a person.
No.
Brian's not putting up with that tumbler bait tonight. All right.
If you want a tumbler bait, don't play my game.
What does that even mean?
That's when you browse Tumblr and touch.
All right, moving
So
on.
what I would like to is disengage.
Mm-hmm.
and leave these two to die.
Okay.
I take my brain jar, my jar of brain.
When you disengage, what do you do with the boat?
I leave them to die, Brian.
Right. So are you ducking out from under the boat is what I'm asking, or are you taking
Yeah.
the boat with you?
Yeah, so like 2/3 of the boat is no, I can't take this boat with me.
Mhm.
I drop it over them, hoping that the creatures will lose interest.
Okay, make a quick strength check to see.
If I have to drop it on the Catman's face, I'm okay with that.
If you roll
Or
12 or higher, you place it correctly, not hurting either of them. Excellent.
Look at that. I save them their lives. I disengage. I run for the rope. I can only make it to the rope.
Mhm.
That's my turn, sir.
Okay, Grim.
Well, I have new directives, so I'm gonna get up from my prone position and leave, because it's a much better idea.
Okay.
Are you
So
taking the
after
boat
my
with you?
movement- yeah, the boat is an afterthought. I'd like to think that Grim doesn't worry about things like boats. He just walks.
With the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Make another strength check for me.
Cool.
To get the boat down the stairs. Yeah, it's cumbersome, and you get wedged in once, and you hear the squeak of a little as it gets sort of smushed up to the side. But you come through.
Can I use my bonus action to dash? Just discard the boat, shove it off as a cloak.
It's an action, but you haven't taken an action, so yes.
Exactly. Excellent. Then I do that, and I step into the fog.
Okay. Let's see. This one can't see you. None of them can see.
Man, Fog Cloud was really good this one shot.
Okay. Robespierre, I need a death save. 11 or better.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Wow, that's 2 of those in a row.
Quill. That's 2 fails.
That's not good. Apparently, my heart is turning to ice.
Mm-hmm. Molo, what would you like to do?
That's sad, and I don't like hearing about this. I'll run face first into a boat,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll make my way around that boat. I'll try and find the rope and the dwarf.
Yeah, you can find the rope and the dwarf. They're in the center of the
Tie
room.
the rope around the dwarf's waist so we can pull him up after we get back to the top of the deck.
Well, no one ever untied him.
Okay, great. Then I climb the rope.
Okay.
You want to climb thingy?
No, how much movement do you have?
I'm gonna dash, so a lot.
Yeah.
Like 40-ish.
So 15, it's 25.
45.
Up. You will only just make it up.
Got 45. I will make it up, and then I will not do anything else.
Okay.
Users don't have hands, right?
Nope.
Hopefully they can't open doorknobs.
Grim. Reginald. Sorry, Reginald.
Well, I have done everything I can to keep them alive. I tell them this is the day that they almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow. I dash up the rope.
Okay.
I find the nearest flotation device, which might actually be an entire dock. And I don't stop.
Okay. And Grim.
I go to the rope and I climb. I try to remember where the rope is. I actually do remember where the rope is, and I climb it.
All right.
I'm not taking the boat.
You all make it.
Not all of us.
Well, I was going to say I need one more set of death saves from, the dead guys.
Right.
Dead my Rosie, I love her.
Is he married?
It's lagging.
No.
I bet you don't care what she looks like, but only what she cooks like.
No.
I think I hit it.
He's
Oh, no.
romantic. Come on, there we go.
Oh!
I lived one.
Okay. Well, let's do another one. So that was 12 or better. This is 13 or better.
I like this system.
Oh no!
Okay, so Robespierre, that's 2 and 2.
All the next one determines it all.
Quill, I need another death save from you.
Catmandu.
Okay.
Oh!
Also 2 and 2. So,
Oh man!
so thank you guys for heightening the drama.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Robespierre, please make a death save.
I can't watch.
No!
He was so young.
Quill,
I just want to say that I did all of this for a girl I hope to impress, because I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
You
And I'm a
fools! That
hopeless
was
romantic, always searching for that special someone.
And I want you to know this, because I'm about to die.
Oh, you did it!
Oh, I live!
so Quill, you
Power of love.
you you stabilize.
Yay!
You are unconscious. Roll a d4. Okay. All right. The rest of you make it up. Are you going to pull the bandit up the rope as well?
Yeah, we
The-
need his neck.
the sailor?
And hopefully the rest of him, and hopefully he's not dead.
I'll start pulling up the rope.
Okay, you pull up the rope and he is. Make a medicine check.
Me?
Whoever is checking.
He's
Okay.
dead.
He sure seems dead. He's cold, but then he's been sitting in a cloud of fog for a while. But after a few minutes, he starts to cough a little bit, and you realize he's probably not dead.
Not yet, anyway.
So the three of you are outside. You do see some commotion on the docks now. Quite obviously, some guards heading in your direction. They're a few hundred feet away at the moment. What would you like to do?
I have an answer to that question, but it's a very dumb answer.
I want to hear what it is.
I bring the guy in the water with me. I just jump in the water.
Okay,
Get away.
make a stealth
get-
check.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. What about Reginald and Molo?
Do you want me to take that?
It's too late. Grim has dived off the side of the boat with the dead body.
I'm talking about the
He
brain.
wants my brain.
You
Oh,
want me to take the brain?
I shout at him,
Don't
no,
think-
you can't have my brain.
Okay, good luck with day
Because
gods.
I'm
Dead.
trying to get the guards to think that he accosted me.
Jump in
And
the
that
water.
I'm just an
too.
innocent
Ow.
civilian who is
You're
nearby.
I would like you to roll deception.
Like, when he's running into the water, I want to, like, minor illusion a different bag on him. And I'm like, hey, he done stole my pack! Somebody stop him! Dive into the water! Save my pack!
Roll deception at advantage.
Got a 9.
With advantage?
Why do you sound so surprised?
You're holding a brain in the jar, and they're just like, ah.
It's in my backpack. It's all covered
Oh,
up.
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a moment. As these guys roll some insight.
Come on now.
That's not insight. That's also
Athletics.
All the way down.
They punch you.
No, this is just how the police do things in North Carolina.
I don't
This
want
is
to
me
talk about
investigating.
that.
They athletics me.
Man,
Oh.
the Cherokee Police Department actually does have a problem with that, and I'd like you to not joke about sensitive subjects, Tony. Come on.
okay. So
Subjects.
Subjects.
So two of the guards do get to the water and then start arguing about diving in. They're wearing like chainmail, so they're not really looking forward to this. Three more run up though, and you give them the story, but they are not buying it.
I tell them 12% of the truth when I realize that, and I say,
Listen, there's something on that ship. It attacked my friend. Have you heard of Quill the Pit Fighter? I'm his tag in for the next 2-on-2 cage match. Yeah, I know him small. Listen, he's in there. He's probably being eaten alive right now.
So
and I describe the things with tentacles in the eyes, which probably makes my story worse and less believable.
that is absolutely correct, as does your bedraggled, fake, obviously fake, harbor master costume. And they arrest you and cart you off to the jail.
I immediately drop Zendar's name.
Drop whose name?
Zendar, I immediately drop it.
Do you?
I will make them. No, probably I'll wait for the most advantageous time. But I do tell them not to touch my brain. I don't know what it is yet.
They take it and everything on you.
I shout at them to give me back my brain. That's the end of that.
And drag you away.
It's about right.
It's a short session.
So, this was not how I planned for it to go.
I'm very happy.
I am too. You guys are phenomenal. This is one of the best Christmas presents I got this year.
Obviously, you didn't expect us to use the boats as fighting devices. You fool.
So, I do want to be
And that's on
clear.
you.
When I DM for you guys, I never expect anything. You are always full of surprises. What I really didn't expect was, for three of you to be out of the action. But we will do a little wrap up as
A lot of gazers.
as Grim and Molo come swimming up to the harbor master's office. Wet, just, beat to crap, carrying a, now dead dwarf. You drop it at his feet like a cat with a dead bird.
Precisely.
In honor of your friend Robespierre.
Yes.
Zindar looks at you, and when you point out the tattoo to him, he says, "This is something I was afraid of, but what else did you find?" And you described the jars and the brain dog that was in one of them. And a great look of consternation crosses his face, and he says, "I shall have to have the other team look into this further. They found more evidence of smuggling, but not of these sorts of things." And he pays
They
you.
should have it in the prison.
He pays the two of you, and he says, "You never met any of these people. I suggest you lay low for a while. I'll contact you again."
All you landwalkers look the same anyways.
Yes, you go with that. And,
Does he flex his wings when they say that?
yeah, pretty much. And the two of you wander off into the city.
Great success.
Quill,
That's what he sounds like. He didn't say anything. That's what Grim sounds like.
yeah, Quill, you wake up about an hour later, bound, and a dwarf looking at you. He has one of his eyes. You've seen blind people with that milky covering in the eye, the white milky covering. His is red, the one eye, and tattooed around it is that same marking that you saw on the other dwarf. This, though, is directly on his eye. And he looks at you and he says, "Well, I wasn't expecting a present from Zindar." And the last thing you see is one of the little brain dogs coming for you.
No.
I really hope.
found the brain. It's adorable.
And that is where we are going to leave it.
You got fucking intellect devoured, man. Get fucking wrecked.
Brain dogs. I don't know what those are.
So they are intellect devourers. And you know what? Let's do this, Quill. Let's see if you can survive.
Or am I just attacking it one-on-one?
I need you to make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. This is
It
going
wants
to go
to eat your
great. I have a -1.
You're as smart as Grim is. Congratulations.
So it devours your mind, teleports into your skull, and takes over your body. It knows everything you know, gains all of your skills,
Not a lot.
and
Does it keep its infatuation with Rosie?
only so far as it needs to maintain its cover as it is infiltrating the port.
Which is totally fine, because Rosie is just one of many people he is infatuated with. He kind of goes back and forth between whichever pretty face he sees next, declaring his love to her.
We told Zindar those guys were dead, right?
You did?
Alright, cool.
And you told him that Reginald was in jail, where he leaves you. Several days later, you're told that you are going to be taken to the executioner's run.
What? What crime?
For attacking and murdering people on this boat.
Oh, so you're saying the same guards?
As you
And
are
investigate the boat?
as you are being dragged from the prison through town into Old Town, there is a large crowd surrounding you, and in the confusion, someone slips your bonds and drags you away. There is a shout from the guards when they realize they don't have you anymore. A pursuit through the town. However, you are taken to a hiding place in one of the ziggurats, where you are told to lay low for a few days. You're given 5 gold and a note from Zindar, telling you also to lay low for a while until he can contact you again.
So what you're saying is I won.
You didn't die.
You're not exactly agreeing with me, and that's not making my happy places happy in my brain regions.
So there was more to this adventure.
No.
For a competent group of adventurers? What?
I wouldn't say
the
that.
Grung with the leaf beard. I love him. Can we talk
However,
about him?
we can, and I'll explain that. There is another D&D Twitch stream called Maze Arcana.
I thought ours was the only one.
No.
Okay.
And the DM and of that, it's actually 2 DMs, they trade off, are a couple of the authors of Zindar's lost notes to everything else, from which this adventure comes.
Xanthars?
Xanathar's. Lost notes to everything else. Those characters come from one of their streams, and are mentioned in the adventure. So I thought I'd throw them in.
Oh, the other group?
The other group.
Got it.
So there's stuff going on in the port that may affect your main characters.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fact that they're going to be overrun by intellect devourers and gazers.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah. Possibly
Maybe.
gonna be a thing.
I wanted to make a gazer my familiar, but I couldn't get it to go in the.
You couldn't sheathe the gazer.
I couldn't.
It didn't look enough friendly. Many eyes, too many tentacles. I did not want to domesticate it.
The only way to get a gazer's trust is to be more of a dick than the gazer is. So you got to repeat it back in an even more annoying.
No, you got to find
Establish
someone.
dominance.
Yeah, like you got to do it with Dazen. Like you have to like team up with the gazer to make fun of somebody in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's always a good plan, from my experience with gazers.
That's how I make friends in real life. Like,
Okay, but that was a lot of fun, guys. I really did enjoy it.
That was great.
The other part of the adventure I will share with you was had an interesting mechanic. You were going to be sent to rescue one of the merchant princes, who was kidnapped and about to be fed to an intellect devourer. And
you mean is currently being fed to an intellect.
yes, however, there are quite a few merchant princes, and you don't know which one. But the mechanic was, as you infiltrate this villa where he is being held, certain actions increase the impatience of the big bad. And so doing certain things would cause the big bad to unleash the intellect devourer earlier. So there was
That is
Any
interesting.
influence on that.
there
because
was
I am a fan.
there was something of a clock. It was cool. Unfortunately, things happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. That was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun though.
My
Um,
only regret was we couldn't grab a gazer and pull him under the boat.
That
was a
was
totally
disappointing.
I wanted that to work.
I did too. Like just shuffle about the room, grabbing one at a time and fighting them and thing. I honestly, it's one of the dumbest plans that we've ever had, and possibly my favorite.
Are you sure?
Me too.
We had a lot of dumb plans.
It's the dumbest plan we've had tonight.
I will point out, had you gone the other way, the gazers would have left you alone. They were more infatuated with the sick and crazy dwarves.
Yeah, I was going to, the guys, let's just not bother with them, but
No, we definitely should have
like
explored the rest of the ship first. But I didn't know what else would have been in there that would have been incriminating, and I would have wanted to explore that.
Was the brain not enough? That's
That's
my
one
question.
thing. We wanted
The
more
brain
mana-
was, the brain was good, but it didn't detail any plans. It's
Can't use
possible
paper under the sea.
you might
Bad
have
guys
recovered something
always
else.
keep meticulous notes. I've found.
They
and I
like
want
to hold
those notes.
incriminating letters.
Yeah,
Very strange.
but that's something that is where art mirrors reality, because criminals do the stupidest things in real life too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone. We're gonna end a little early.
It's okay.
But-
I think it was worth it.
It was definitely, and everyone have a happy New Year.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Happy New Year!
7 parties to go to.
Awesome.
I
might die.
Please don't. I said
What would
please.
you add?
That means you have to abide by it, Tony.
But we will be playing again next week, and we will pick up with the main party where we left off, which is everything is going to hell in Dawnflower's home village.
Yay! Oh wait,
Yay?
sorry.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to have a lot of combat there. And
We
that
left
means-
off, the rain was pouring, there was smoke, people were hung.
dead bodies.
It was not
Yeah,
a good
hanging from
time.
the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Marty's gonna basically place herself in front of you, Dawnflower, and you get to just point her in a direction, and she's going to start hacking.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure those people said expressly in their will that that's how they wanted to be displayed on their death.
I thought you were going to say everyone in the village had a collective agreement that they were going to die by ransacking pirates.
It's a prank.
Something like that.
Right. It's
Hilarious.
they just saw that
My birthday
Dawnflower
present.
was coming, and they decided to pull a
Surprise
prank.
party.
It's a real elaborate ruse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, you thought we
Alright.
were dead. This is just catch up.
Nice. All right.
All right,
well,
everyone.
have a great night, everyone, and a happy new year. And I will see you next year.
Good night. Thanks to the
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the game, and same to
I'm-
you, Brian.
You're welcome.
I
Going
didn't
using
use
Chrono
a single spell as a wizard.
That you are the best wizard.
I am.
What were you the entire time?
I was a wizard.
A wizard, huh?
Hmm?
You didn't be a wizard though.
You never missed with any spell, and nothing ever succeeded on a saving throw against your spells.
Did you even
You have
cast
a-
cantrip?
You have a perfect wizard record.
I never cast a spell. But like all of my spells were utility based because I wanted to make sure that we had that roll covered. So like I have like Find Familiar, Magic Missile, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic. Then I have cantrips.
Those
But-
would have all come in handy had you lived.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.